or an explanation about what is discovered and what is present. Similarly, we have data analytics, analytical and business intelligent models. We have analytical and business intelligent models always involves visualization. Say, whereas graph chart or a pie chart or whatever the growth of the data. This is the conclusions that we are making. Okay, this is what the growth of the data. That is analyzed in terms of business intelligent models. We present them in the form of visualizations. Whereas here we explain the method in terms of scientific reasoning. Whereas here we show the results in the form of visualization. That is the difference between data mining and data analytics. Okay. So data mining can be applied on large data and structured data. Generally, data mining is very efficient or very possible in a data set which is large, which is a structure. That means there is a proper structure of the data. Small, medium, and large type of data can be used in data analysis. Even for small also, we can use data analytics because we use generally the business model. A small business model will help you to explain what is the business model which is being used here. Whether it is structured or unstructured, it doesn't matter. Right? So, and then what is required here for using data mining is we need some learning techniques. How we have to learn to find out the hidden patterns, that is machine learning technique, and statistics and databases. Understand how it is represented. What are the statistics that are used to evaluate or produce hidden patterns and how they are performing? That is what we call learning techniques. That is required when we are working on data mining. This knowledge is required. That is why required knowledge is like we need to know about databases, we need to know about statistics, we need to know about the learning patterns. Whereas in data analytics, we need to know same thing, but subject knowledge is required. So we are talking about one particular area, that area topic is required. Finally, the output is represented in the form of data patterns. Whereas here we say that whether they are verified or not verified. So whether the result is actionable insight. That means the result is like, okay, when can we conclude saying that, okay, he will be the right leader. So now, did you understand the difference between data mining and data analytics? So why we need data mining? Why data mining? First question is like, why we need to use data mining? There is no need of using a specific technology to understand the data. Whatever the knowledge that I have, I'll analyze it by myself. That is the simple way to answer. But if we use data mining, it can be used in many applications. Analyzation is very simple. It's very clear to make assumptions and inferences and concludes from the data. And data is also growing hugely. See here, why we need to use data mining? Because there is an explosive growth of data. Data is collected every time, every minute, every second using automated data collection tools. We have different database systems. We have web pages. In class లో ఉన్నాను. మళ్ళీ కొడతాను. So we have different types of data. We have an automated data collection and we have web page. Web data we have, and we have nowadays the society wherein which all the data is being collected. What you are doing, what you are trying to look at, everything is being collected. So for certain reason only they are collecting to analyze the people, to understand the people, to understand their movements, to understand their purchasing strategy, to understand their psychology. That way people are trying to understand different ways. So we have a major sources of abundant data. We have a major sources of abundant data like business, web, e-commerce, transactions and stocks. Not these are not limited. Web data is growing, e-commerce data is growing, transactions are growing, stocks are growing, and it is all not only with business aspect, it is also a technological aspect, science, remote sensing data, bioinformatic data, scientific simulation. And people are using different society platforms wherein which news are getting accumulated, digital cameras are getting accumulated. Data collected from various digital cameras are uploaded in the internet. You all know, like nowadays, very big platform like YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, everything. So now what we have is like we are drowning in data, but starving for knowledge. That is the conclusion why we need data mining. The conclusion made here is that why data mining is that we are drowning in data, but we are starving for knowledge. That is what the solution is. Necessity is the mother of invention, which we call it as data mining automated. Automatically, we use data mining techniques to give knowledge to which we have data. Right? Got it? So we work data mining on simple Python coding. The techniques are implemented on Python coding. Previously, people used to use some softwares, but in generally now we work on Python coding. All libraries are available. We try to use different methodology, with different techniques to implement in Python. We don't use specific tools to generate this. So data mining has been evolved with respect to, we have the clustering classification libraries, we have predictive analysis, we have regression analysis, we have association rule mining. There are different libraries. Once you learn these all these techniques, we can learn about these libraries. So the evolution of database technology, which is the basic step which has started implementing data mining, is that initially, as in history that I just want to show you here, in 1960s data are collected, database is created, and there is a network DBMS also is available in 1960s. Then in 1970s there is a relationship data model, and then we have a relational database model implementation, and then we come to like relational database management system, so which is an extended relationship, like object oriented and things like that, and then application oriented DBMS, like spatial, scientific and engineering. And 90s data warehousing, data mining, media, multimedia databases, and web data. These are all included in 1990s. In 2000, we have stream data mining and management. That means like you have a bigger challenges with respect to stream data. So for a static data, data mining is better, but in stream data, how do you look at the data? What are the challenges that you have? How do you take care of that one? That will be different. And finally, we have web technologies for global information systems. We use all the information in terms of web technology, that is global information. The continuation, like we have, what is the question? We are drowning with data. Why data mining? We are drowning with data and we are starving for knowledge. In the same context, if you are stalling for knowledge, and that knowledge can be categorized into different areas, helps in decision making, increase brand loyalty. Someone was saying Nike. So how do you increase the loyalty of that brand? Determining customer groups, determining research groups, and finance and banking, predict future trends, increase company revenue, helps decision making, and there are much more like we have here. Right? Did you get it? So data mining can help you in any of these ways, not only limited this one. Specifically, we have we can able to understand these are not limited areas wherein which we can find the use of data mining. Not only this, there are much more. Give me 2 minutes break.